Hello dear all. So in today's lecture, let's discuss the concept of holistic and positive health. So what is holistic health? It is the balance of mind, body and soul. This is called as Trinity of Life. So this is holistic health. But we go further and in the wider aspect try to understand the concept of holistic health and as well as positive health. So what is health? The oldest definition says it is just absence of disease. In some cultures, health and harmony are considered equivalent. Harmony is defined as being at peace with self, community, and God, and also cosmos or universe. The ancient Indians and Greeks say disease is disturbance in bodily equilibrium. They called it as humors. What is holistic health? We saw previously also it is the balance of mind, body and soul. So health implies a sound mind in a sound body, in a sound family, in a healthy society and environment. So it is just correlation with the previous slide, that harmony is being at peace with the self, the community, God and cosmos. So health and harmony are equivalent was considered in some cultures in olden times. So let's go further and try to understand the concept of holistic health and positive health in today's times. Just reference to Webster's dictionary. Try to understand health is the condition of being sound in body, mind or spirit, especially freedom from physical disease or pain. So again it is a limited to the physical aspect. Oxford Dictionary says health is soundness of body or mind, that condition in which its functions are duly and efficiently discharged. So a little wider aspect considered in Oxford Dictionary, that it considers the two important vital factors with respect to health, that is body, mind. WHO, World Health Organization, defined health in 1948 as a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being and not just mere absence of disease. So we are widening the domain of health now. In 1833 itself, Hahnemann defined health. In the state of health, there is harmonious functioning of vital force. There is equilibrium in functioning of various organs. Harmony is maintained between mind, body and soul, and person experiences state of well-being. So Dr. Hahnemann defined health in the as a functioning of vital force. So this is equal to the dynamic vital energy which imparts life to the person. So now we again study the wider aspect of health with respect to dimensions of health. So what are dimensions of health? So we expand ourselves with respect to physical dimensions, mental dimensions, social dimensions, spiritual dimensions, emotional dimensions, and vocational dimensions of health. So similarly, it is the holistic health is considered as physical, emotional, mental, social, spiritual dimensions of health. So let's understand what do you mean by physical dimensions. So it is perfect functioning of body with respect to every cell and organ. It is functioning at optimum capacity in perfect harmony with the rest of the body. That is called as milieu interior. There is harmony between intracellular and extracellular environment of the cell. So that is related to the physical aspect. Now, mental dimension is absence of mental illness. So, how do you explain this? How we understand the mental dimension of health is mental health is a state of balance between the individual and the surrounding world, a state of harmony between oneself and others, a coexistence between the realities of the self and that of the other people and that of the environment. So it is a state of harmony between oneself with the other people, that is society and friends, and also first important family members, and with the environment, that is the climatic changes which take place. So a balance is going on, a state of harmony is maintained. The environment means we can again widen the understanding that it is climatic as well as it is the interpersonal relations the one individual develops with himself, with the friends, society, family members, and at his work area with respect to his authority, that is his boss, with his colleagues, and with his subordinates. Psychologists call mentally healthy person is free from internal conflicts, strong sense of self-esteem, and searches for his identity. So the psychologists call mentally healthy persons, they are free from the internal conflict. So there is no emotional turmoil. There is strong sense of self-esteem and searches for his own identity. We can relate this with Maslow's triangle, the hierarchy of needs for mental health. So the most important, the basic needs are physiological needs, that is your food, water, shelter, clothing, the fundamental needs of man. Then comes the safety needs. So he has to be employed, he should have the various resources, financial resource, educational resource. Then the security, he should have the security in the life. Then we discuss love and belongings. So a sense of belonging he should have, and it is very important for the mental health. So friends, family, intimate, close persons in individual's life. Then the esteem, self-respect, his own identity, his own status, very important for the individual and for the mental health. and the most important is self actualization, that is his morality, his fulfillment, his creativity. This is what I am, that feeling of respect for oneself. So he has strong sense of self-esteem and searches for identity. So this is very important for the mental health of the individual. Social dimensions of health very important. Man is a social animal. Harmony and integration within the individual, between each individual and other members of society, and between individuals and the world in which they live. So friend society are very important part of the social dimensions of health. Spiritual dimensions refer to the part of individual which reaches out and strives for meaning and purpose in life. So it is the intangible, dynamic, something that transcends physiology and psychology. So spiritual dimension is a higher realm of the man's world. So integrity, morality, principles, ethics of life, commitment, values, the beliefs of the life, these are very important spiritual dimensions of health, which balances mind, body and soul. Emotional dimensions are, it is the is knowing of cognition, that is intellect, as well as man's feeling state. So feeling state are the emotions. Emotions are with respect to the grief, anger, suspiciousness, hatred feeling. So emotional dimension of the health should be balanced with the intellectual dimension. Then the person will experience a stable mental health. Vocational dimension is related to the man's work, his goals, his capacities. Work promotes physical as well as mental health. It gives the man the income and satisfies various needs in life. So a man's success is also correlated with the area of work. Positive health is, the WHO defines it as a state of mental, physical and social well-being. Psychologically, individual feels sense of well-being. Socially, individual capacities for participation in the social system, that is positive health. So person should be happy, he is having his own will, desire, he is motivated to perform various duties in life, he develops the drive for the functioning of the individual in his life, in his various work area, family area, society, his all responsibilities, and he is optimistic, he is having the positive approach to the life, positive attitude, and he is determined. So will, motivation, drive, he is encouraged. This all is giving man a positive health. What are determinants of health? They are genetical, behavioral, social, cultural, environmental and socio-economic conditions. Genetic makeup of the individual is very important, as with respect to chromosomal anomalies, errors of metabolism and mental retardation is seen in the next generations if it runs in the family. Genetic engineering can prevent diseases by gene theory. Positive health possible when person is allowed to live in healthy relationship with his environment, which transforms genetic potentialities. So this is a biological determinant of health, that certain diseases are hereditary because of the chromosomal anomalies. Behavioral and socio-cultural condition. So lifestyle, the way people live, social values, attributes, activities, cultural behavioral pattern with the family, friends, peers, that is the individuals, colleagues and subordinates, and also with authority. So this is also a determinant of the health. Environment. Hippocrates, father of medicine, related disease to environment, war and climate. Internal environment, each cell forming system and harmonious functioning with the system. We already saw physical dimensions of health with respect to cells. Then it is collection of various cells forms tissues, and various tissues forms the organs, and it forms then the system, like for example circulatory system, respiratory system. So the internal environment of each cell should be healthy for the normal health of the individual. External environment, man is exposed to condition after conception, all that which is external to the individual host, that is the external environment. Socioeconomic conditions also play a very important part and determines the health. All over world, health status of people is determined by socio-economic development. Economical status, the standards of living, quality of life, family size. So in Adivasi areas where they are having lot of ignorance and they are away from the commercial life of the man, the this plays very important role in the understanding the education of these people, and the health sectors are very much important for them, and they should again reach to them. That is the duty of the government. So education, illiteracy, poverty, malnutrition, ill health and high infant child mortality rates. So this individual needs to be educated, and this is approach, this is achieved by the governments by various medias. Occupation, state of employment promotes health. Loss of work causes loss of income and status. Same thing we saw in the vocational dimension. Political system also plays a certain important role in the maintenance of health. Health related to countries' political decisions such as finance, manpower, technology, then various government implements various programs. Example is of a pulse polio which helped in eradication of polio in India. So this is overall socio-economical condition do affect health. What is positive mental health? Positive mental health allows people to realize their full potential, cope with the stress of life, and work productively. So we will see further how it in wider sense meaning of positive mental health. So we should have proper diet, proper sleep, proper exercise, and yoga, that is the spiritual aspect. So food, sleep, proper exercise and yoga, that helps and in building the positive mental health. Yoga and meditation. So we are very much using these terms loosely. Do everyone, every patient we advise yoga and meditation. Do yoga and meditation. Let's understand what is meditation. So, what is meditation? It is transformation of thoughts from all his worldly thoughts which are there in the individual's mind. In meditation, we are trying to achieve to have these thoughts, only pure thoughts. I am pure, peaceful, powerful, happy, knowledgeable, wise, loveful individual. So these are the qualities of soul which determines the individual's functioning. Yoga, we connect to higher energy with various aspects of pranayam and asanas. What is positive thinking? Again, a wider aspect, it is an attitude which one should develop, which focuses on brighter side of life. So positive thinking is very much important for maintenance of health, because our masters are again and again telling us that mind has the effect on the body. So we should develop a positive attitude which focuses on brighter side of life. Whatever happens is for the best. It is for good. So let's develop this attitude. Whatever happens is for the best. It is for good. So we develop this attitude to focus on brighter side of life. Now, the side which is dark in the life, where there are challenges in life, how to tackle this? By three important rules: by acceptance, tolerance, and power to face, to overcome this dark side of life. Individual should not think, should remain away from these negative thoughts, past thoughts, toxic thoughts which are harmful to himself. So remain away from anger, grief, hatred, anxiety, envy, jealousy, suspiciousness, revenge. These thoughts have very harmful effects on our body functioning. So, how to remain away? So, we should not think these thoughts. So, which thoughts? About grief, about anger, and hatred, anxiety, envy, jealousy, suspiciousness, revengeful thoughts. So we should not think this. This is the guidance from the masters. So what to think? Think positive, necessary thoughts. So actually what to think by this meaning, think positive, is just do think about your necessary thoughts of daily life. That what you have to do when you wake up. If the he is a child, he will have to go to the school. If he's in the adult, he's in the or adolescent age, he has to go to college, or he has to attend his work. So these are the necessary thoughts you should think. Then what you would do to improve yourself, that you must think, that how I can be better tomorrow. Again, tomorrow, how I will be still better, how I will improve myself. Elevated thoughts. What are elevated thoughts? This is the self actualization we saw in the Maslow's triangle. The topmost part, the tip of the triangle, very essential. This is the individual which is functioning, performing in his life with the process of realizing one's full potential, achieving self fulfillment. It is the highest level in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where individual focuses on his personal growth, creativity, how I can be better every day. This is very important. This gives himself self-respect. He builds his self-esteem, and he feels proud for himself. He feels very good feeling for himself. So one must think necessary thoughts, how I can be better every day. So this leads to success in life. With elevated thoughts, he can be feeling very much self respect, high morality. He will able to carry high responsibilities in life. Then the last one is a spiritual, that is connection with the higher energy. So one should practice a little bit of yoga and meditation daily so that he can connect with the higher energy. So positive thoughts very important for the mental health. How to remain positive? Again, this is again a higher understanding of these thoughts is by gratefulness. So you are grateful. If you believe on the in God, you should be grateful to the God, okay, or higher energy, or wherever you believe. You should focus on positive thinking. We understood in the previous slides what do you mean by positive thinking. Declutter the thoughts. So declutter which thoughts? The negative thoughts which will have the harmful effect on the body. It will increase your pulse rate, it will increase your heart heart rate, and it will have increase in the respiratory rate. So declutter these thoughts, help and support those in need, serve the humanity. We are in health sectors, so we should help and support those in needs. Do something good for your body like exercise, eat good food, and service to humanity. So you should have some work, some charitable work for this humanity, some services you should offer without expectations of money or any other thing, or say any other thing. Example, any time. You should not expect anything from this and do the service to humanity. Thank you. This is a lecture of higher academic purpose of undergrads as well as for postgraduate students in Organon of Medicine. Thank you.